Hello, what's up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Let's take a look today at the 86 rated icon Patrick Kluivert, who of course, as you guys know if you've been watching for a while, is always like my favourite icon or legend on FIFA. So, we've got 3 versions of him and this is the lowest rated version on FUT18. He's 86 with 87 pace, 81 dribbling, 83 shooting. 6'2", of course, high-low work rates, right-footed with the 4-star skills, and weak foot. So I'm interested to use a Kluivert which actually looks a lot different to his previous FIFA versions. And a couple of team options for you today. The first one here features some Prem players, some Serie A players, and then a couple of Barca players, of course. He did used to play for Barca back in the day. And, well, then we've got the main super squad that I was actually using him in. He deserves to go into a team like this because he is such a great icon. Let's fit him amongst some other beasts, such as Gullit, Vieira, and even Zlatan Ibrahimovic up front. So moving on in to the in-game stats, obviously what you noticed first of all is that you've got 87 pace, so 87 acceleration and sprint speed. On basic chemistry style, that acceleration gets boosted to 92, his positioning and finishing go up as well. I decided today, however, that I wanted to use the marksman. I was happy with the 87 pace, that's about as quick as I've ever seen Kluivert. But if we can boost the dribbling, the shooting and the physical stat, then I'll be happy that we've got a nice well-rounded player with some great stats in the important areas on this game. And as you can see, just by looking at them, those stats go up quite a bit. Happy with the chem style choice today. So moving on into the clips, you'll see some of the shots that I missed and of course all the goals that I scored with this player. And we can talk positives and negatives from now. Let's start with the negatives, get them out of the way. There's only a couple because I actually got to say I really enjoyed using Kluivert. I always do. He just works on FIFA, he really does. But this particular version, stamina was a little bit lower than I expected. And because he is quick, you seem to just use it all up within the first half. Second half he's good for 20 minutes or so, and then he does start to get a little bit slower and stuff like that. And also his agility and balance were slightly down on what I was hoping for. Being a 6'2" striker, I'm not sure I'm expecting too much, but there was the odd little bit of time here and there where he felt somewhat clunky. Just to let you know, his balance is a little bit off, and his agility is not super impressive. But moving on into the list of positives, start off with the pace. This is like the quickest version of Kluivert I've ever used. He does feel very, very quick. And of course we weren't boosting it with the chemistry style today as we use marksman. But yeah, he genuinely feels very quick. Up to speed, nice and quick. And of course 87 in both acceleration and sprint speed means that he's going to just get up to speed and then stay very, very fast, which is what I was looking for. 6'2" player with 87 pace. That's really good. His positioning as well, perfect. You know, in the right place at the right time. Being 6'2", he's going to be able to hold that ball up in the air. You know, he's going to be able to win the headers from the goal kicks, win that front post header from the corner, as you're seeing literally right now. A perfect example of what Kluivert can do in the air. And then overall, his like first touch on the ball is great. Whether he decides to bring it into his feet or just offload it with his half-decent passing stat to get a couple of assists as well, that is in his locker, and he will do that nicely. I found that his passing ability, like the 1-2s between the strikers, worked well with the Dutch icon. He's also got 4-star skill moves, worth noting that. Even though he can feel a little bit clunky from time to time, it's always useful to have skill moves like that alongside pace and a good first touch, which means he can take that ball down well, do a little Berber spin or whatever, get a bit of extra space and then burst forward with pace. It's going to help him get into, you know, goal scoring opportunity situations. His strength is brilliant as well. Like he does feel strong in game. We boosted him into the 80s with the marksman chem style today, which means that he's able to shrug off some of the stronger defenders, hold that ball up really well. It just adds to his hold up play, you know, being able to not just fall over all the time when the defenders start trying to outmuscle you. He's actually got a bit of physical to hold them off as well. And then overall his shooting was just lovely. I really like Patrick Kluivert, and well, not necessarily long shots. They're not the greatest. You know, I score a really nice one here, and that was an incredibly powerful shot. but most of the time I would recommend being inside the box with this particular version of Kluivert. Let's hope maybe future versions of him, you know, I'll also review the 88 at some point, and then the Prime icon at some point during this year. I'd be really interested to see the differences between the three of my favourite icon on FIFA 18. I love Patrick Kluivert, and I definitely recommend him. Let me know if you've ever got or ever had the chance or really want the chance to use a player like this on the game. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.